I'm good too.
You're always
I'm
good.
sorry about that.
Pardon?
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
I've got to go at 5. I've got another meeting at 5, so we'll have a short one today.
Okay.
I'm starting to worry
So
about you.
what time is it?
It's 4:10 about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. PM. So I had a meeting that I'll have to take at 5 o'clock tonight, but a work meeting, but not a big deal.
Yeah. Yeah, great.
So you're okay with, and you and yours and the community's okay with Omicron? Is it affecting people?
Right now, they are beginning to notice it. Yeah, but numbers are still lower. Yeah. Not like we are hearing about it, but it's not that serious at the moment.
Does anybody in your neighborhood or whatever die? Do you know people who died? Coronavirus?
No.
No, no one.
No. Not no one. Or no one. Well, we're still on level 1, I think. Level 1. So there's no lockdown, like serious lockdown.
I had a good friend who worked with us maybe 15 years ago. He was a very, very happy, cheerful, short, like little man that was from Texas. I don't know if you know how much you know about America, but Southern, and he was very, very religious. And that tends to go in America with right-wing politics a little bit. And he died of coronavirus, and he had like 4 children, between the age of 12 and 22 or something. And I'm pretty sure, I mean, you can't really ask, but I'm pretty sure he opted not to get vaccinated, because he'd heard things on right-wing radio, and it's very sad. Yeah.
Oh, he died before getting vaccinated, or he died after getting a vaccine?
He died of coronavirus. Nobody dies from getting vaccinated. Because he That's just a South African rumor. I'm sorry to say.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
You may know everything, but that's one thing I know that you don't know.
Well, it's just rumors I'm hearing about. Yeah.
Well, you may be an illusion, but I would be very sorry if you were to pop. If that illusion was to pop like a bubble. Which of course it will someday. Your package hasn't arrived, has it?
Yeah, I think it says, but I'm not sure. If it says arrived, where should I go to look for it?
Well, I sent it to. Go ahead.
Should I go to the post office? Or...
You gave me an address, and I sent it to that address.
Oh, right.
But I opened I have a tracking number on it, and the tracking number says that it's on its way from Johannesburg. So I don't think that it has been delivered yet. But don't you get mail at your house? It should come right to your house, I would expect.
Yeah, I do get it. I do get it.
Okay. Okay, I guess I don't have the address that I sent it to here, unfortunately. Sorry, I don't have it handy. But you know, you gave me an address, so I assume that's to your house. It should come right to your house.
Yeah, maybe it's gonna come this week, I think.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
So
how was your week?
it was good. Leading from the heart. Leading from the heart was good advice. Thinking from the heart, acting from the heart. Very good advice. Yes, because of my background and everything in my life, very cerebral. So my heart's smarter. My heart is smarter than my brain. I'm gonna get this light on. The sun's about to go down. How was your week?
My week was okay. It was okay. Yeah. Man, nothing much happened, you know, just
You what?
yeah, nothing much happened. Just life as it is.
So do you work? Do you go somewhere to work?
Yeah, not exactly now. I do those here we have those like surveys. I don't know if you've ever heard about surveys. Yeah, online surveys.
Oh, online surveys.
Yeah, that's what I do.
You do online surveys.
Yeah.
So you you call people?
No, not exactly. There are those surveys where you help companies to where you suggest something, you know, give your opinions,
Oh, right.
and yeah, and then you just get paid for doing that. We do have here in South Africa such surveys. Yeah. So that's what I usually do.
So you get paid for your opinion.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds like an underutilization of your capabilities.
Yeah. Yeah, but they require you to spend so much time because they give you that they give you they pay you a little, and then it requires you to spend much time like doing it like over and over again, over and over again. Yeah, that's how they work. Mm. So working is the only thing you do there. You don't do like some working is the only thing you do. You don't do some business on the side.
Well, the business is I'm an owner of the business.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So the business started in 2000. So we've been doing it a long time. So I have to hustle to get money.
Oh yeah.
You know, I have to
Yeah.
convince people to give me money. So like NASA gives me a lot of money. So that's very prestigious. And just recently, Electric Power Company gave us a bunch of money, and then we have to figure out, help them solve their problems. They give us money, and then we help them solve their problems, essentially. Um, it's fun. My work is fun. It's creative. It's very creative. They're very smart people working with me. You know, a lot of times we're inventing things, you know, thinking of things in new ways. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Besides that, I walk the dog. I like music a lot. I buy records, old vinyl records, and listen to them. Yeah.
Rock and roll.
No, not really rock and roll. A little bit sometimes. I like African music. I like jazz. I listen to a lot of jazz and funk. I listen to a lot of funk. So Fela, I don't know if you know Fela from Nigeria.
No.
No. Yeah, so mainly like Ethiopia, Nigeria, but I remember some stuff from South Africa. Like there was a record called "The Indestructible Beat of Soweto." That Soweto, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. Soweto.
No, I don't know that
It's
one.
it's a city in South Africa, or maybe a neighborhood. I don't know.
Oh, it's Soweto.
There you go.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, I thought you said Soweto.
Yeah, I don't know how it's
Yeah.
pronounced. All I know is how it's spelled, right?
Yeah.
It just comes over in these big records, and we have no idea how to pronounce people's names. We put them on. Wow, this is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've been listening to a lot of jazz, a lot of classical, some country. Yeah, love listening to music. And lately, my heart's really been opening to it. I've been being able to hear it better. You know, it's a beautiful language for me. And I spend time with my wife and my daughter who lives here. And I have a lot of other calls I do. You know, sometimes with just friends. The one with Alan, for example. Yeah. Family.
Yeah. You're a very busy man.
It's true. It's true. I am. Yeah.
So how's the meeting going? The meditation meeting, you and Alan and other guys.
It's good. Last time there was a woman. That was nice. That doesn't usually happen. We spend a lot of time arguing over one particular point over and over again. It's you can probably predict what it is. It's sort of you know, if it's all this, do I need to do anything? I don't feel like I'm there. I know there's other states where I do feel like I'm there. Do I need to do anything to get there? And who is there to do anything to get there? those kind of questions. We can go around and around and around on those kind of questions constantly. And Peter will say, but as Nkosi says, it's all just this. We're already there. And I'll say, you know, I don't remember what I'll say, but anyway, we end up talking about that a lot. But the meditations are nice. It's best. The best is when we take turns talking about things that are have been really meaningful to us. You know, like sharing a book or sharing a practice, a meditation practice, or for a long time I was doing a lot of body work. You know, I had 4 or 5 years ago, I had this sort of massive heart opening that started to happen. It's just glowing in my chest. So I understood that as almost being like a tantric response. You know, the only language I had for that was Indian tantric chakra meditation, kind of yoga things. So I started getting into that and reading about it and thinking about it and getting in touch with my body and doing different exercises. And it seemed to just release a lot of anxiety, trauma, history, just dropping things that are stored in the body, you know. So I shared that with one time. And, you know, Alan is a coach, a baseball coach, but not just like for one team. He's like a baseball spiritual consultant.
Yeah.
You know, he'll teach him how to play baseball, but at the same time really focus on you know, awareness and mental energy and what they call sort of the internal game and breathing. And he'll coach these professional baseball players who are making millions of dollars, you know, to relax when they throw and, you know, things like that that really make a big difference to them. So he'll talk about it in a very sort of concrete, physical context from that perspective.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Do you want to join? I'm sure I could get you a ticket. It's probably not a very good time for you. It's like a 1 o'clock. So it'd be 3 hours. It would be like midnight your time, I think, essentially. So,
Yeah, maybe 12, 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you know, wholeness, everything that is being expressed is beautiful. Yeah, I mean, it's beautiful. Everything, the activity going on, somebody moving that direction, you know, everything is just as it is. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yeah.
So good examples. I came back to Peter with a story about, you know, my story about going home to Iowa City, for example. And I made the observation that it's just Iowa City, the town I'm from, is a small college town, right in the Midwest. So basically, nothing is going on there except university. So there's no manufacturing, there's no other work really, except to service things that are done there. So research, students, teachers, professors, you know, and so we all grew up, you know, lots of us that grew up were professors' kids. And there's the intense feeling that you need to be somebody, you know. Everybody needs to be somebody. You need to do something great. You need to basically justify yourself, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, I see that even with my kids. My kids got to figure out what they want to do for the rest of their life. They have to be somebody, you know. It's like, well, you are somebody. You don't have any choice but to be somebody. But the idea that you have to really decide who you want to be. Such an odd process, you know.
Yeah.
So I was talking about that with Peter, and Peter said, but nothing needs to change. Iowa City is fine as it is. Okay, yeah, I mean, there's that too, but so we have a lot of conversations like that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, man, everything is okay as it is. That may appear that, I need to be somebody, but it doesn't make, it doesn't matter. Even if you think you're not, nothing, it's fine. It's just, things are just as they are, you know. That's just one of the appearances. It's just a thought that appearing in this, I need to be somebody. I need to be recognized that I come from a certain background. Like, just it's just what seems to be happening. Yeah. So like, it doesn't matter. Whatever is being done, whatever is being said, all is this. Just this saying it. It's just this doing it. Wholeness is everything. As I always say, even a creature, a microscopic creature moving around, it's just wholeness moving around. It's not like a separate creature moving around. It's just wholeness moving around. The one who's talking right now is wholeness talking. It's everything talking. It's not a separate somebody talking to a separate somebody. It is just everything. A sound that you hear or a music that you listen to is just wholeness. I don't know if it's the right word.
No, it works.
Oh yeah. I don't know if I should say it's wholeness. If you're hearing a good music or a bad music, it's wholeness musicking. But words, have their limitations. So that's what I'm trying to say. It's just everything. There is no separation in that way. That's like everything that can happen. If you can drop a pencil, just that's wholeness. That's everything. There's no separate pencil that has been dropped. So there's no separation. What seems to be a person looking for this is not, because there's no separation. It doesn't exist. It's everything looking for this. Yeah. This right here just sees everything as one. People going there, driving. It's like they're just appearances going nowhere. At the same time, they're just moving, going nowhere. It's like they don't know where they're going. Now that's how it's seen here. It's like what seems to be an appearance. It may seem as if it's imagining, or it may seem as if it's going somewhere. But here it is seen that that's just an imagination. Nobody's going anywhere. Yeah, it's a movie, it's a play, but nobody's watching.
It's just
It's
us.
just
Do you know the term ephemera? Do you know that word ephemera? Ephemeral?
mm,
Ephemeral is a word
mm,
that just means it's just produced, discarded, and disappears. You know, it's usually used to like newspapers, right? Newspapers are produced on a daily basis. They're read, discarded, thrown away, and they go to the garbage dump, right? So usually ephemera is like considered all these things that we just sort of pass through without even considering. But it's all ephemera. It's all just coming, going, gone, coming, going, gone, coming, going, gone.
Yeah, it's a beautiful word.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a beautiful word. Yeah, that's how it is. It's ephemeral. Ephemeral? I don't know how to spell it.
Ephemeral.
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 Oh,
Well, yeah. So ephemeral is an adjective, and ephemera is a noun. So ephemera would be things that are ephemeral.
oh yeah, 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 I get it.
But it's all ephemeral.
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 Ephemeral. Yeah. Nice word. Nice word. Yeah, things are like that. They seem to be there, but they just disappear. Like another one may seem to be there, but it's not really there. Like in the case of personal identity, the me, it seems to be there. It's like it's there, but it's not there. It's that's why I always say it's imagined. So when it collapses, that's another imagination. How can what's not disappear?
On one hand, I can see that perspective, and I can see that in the end, it all goes that way. But your dad died when you were young, right?
Yeah.
Arm died, and left those 4 children, right?
Yeah.
And yet we were talking about World War II. A colleague of mine was born in Auschwitz and lived his and you'll die, and I'll die, and he'll die. So ultimately, it's all ephemera, and ultimately, you can't put your finger on the personality, and ultimately, the story that you create around being born in Auschwitz is just a story, or the story that you build around your father dying when you're young is just a story. But there's real pain there. There's real pain there, and you felt it, right? You felt that pain when your dad died.
Yeah. When my dad died, I think I was 6. It was back in 1989. Yeah, 1989. Yeah, I think I was 6. I could see the body, there in the coffin, but it was. I could see that he's just gone. But
You
when
could
you're 6,
you could see that what animated your father was gone.
yeah.
If you took twins that looked exactly alike and you put them up against the wall, you closed their eyes, and you killed one of them, and you asked everybody to walk by and say which one is alive and which one is dead. One just had their eyes closed and the other one was dead. Everyone would know which one was dead and which one was alive. Everyone would know. There's something there that animates the body, that is alive, that's unique. And maybe it's the same thing that's there when the body is dead in a different quantity or a different characteristic. But there's something that animates the body. God animates the body. Life,
Yeah.
love animates the body.
Mm.
But there's a difference between being alive and being dead. You're not dead yet. And Kosi might not be there, but he's not dead. You know?
Okay. I think it should be the other way around. I think this is dead. And then when the body collapses, and then they just become alive. That's when we are living. That's when we are alive.
When you
But
drop
right
dead, that's
now-
when you're alive.
Yeah. Right now you're dead. Because you know there's no, it's like there's no, it's like nothing happens when this body drops. It's a sin. Life recognizes that there was just only life. There's never been any individual.
The life
There's never
escapes the
been-
body. The life escapes the body.
Yeah,
I see.
it's just life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's just life as a whole, not a separate life. It's not that a separate life recognizes, oh, this was never, I've always been life as a separation, a separate life. No, it's just everything, everyone, every animal, every tree. This is just one life. That's how it is. It's a joke. Becomes like a joke. Oh, what a big joke.
But there's pain in the joke. There's pain in that joke.
Yeah, but the pain may seem to arise to those who seem to be alive when they see the body dropping. But the life that recognizes itself when the body drops, there's no pain there. It's just
Right. No, but I mean,
Yeah.
there's pain in life. You know, when an animal gets caught in a trap, when a person gets caught in a trap, you know, war, there's pain. There's pain in that life. There's a lot of pain in that life.
yeah, there is pain. But I must say as well that pain is just this wholeness expressing as that pain, and it doesn't belong to anyone because there is no one. It's just wholeness. It's just God. There's only God. There's only this. So nothing belongs to an individual because already there is no individual. Pain might be there, anger might arise, frustration, but that doesn't belong to anyone. But it seems to be real when they seem to be somebody who owns it.
Yeah.
But what I say now is that there is no owner already. What seems to be an owner is just an imagination. It's just a me that is never there. It's just somebody who's never there. I don't know if I should say it's a ghost or what, but this me is not there. There's just wholeness. There's everything. And this exactly what's happening right now has got nothing to do with anyone. It's just a happening, and it's not happening to anyone, and it's not happening for anyone. It's just happening. The whole story that is going on doesn't belong to anyone. There may seem to be someone who is claiming to own it, but that's just an imagination appearing. just one of the story. Pain might be there, as it is, but it's just pain. It doesn't belong to anyone. That character, that's character doesn't belong to anyone. It's just a character. It's just an expression of the wholeness. Wholeness expresses as that character. So it's wholeness. There's no character. No matter what you may think, no matter what you may say, there is no escape. There's no there's no separate individual here. You can't escape this. Even when you try to say words like quickly, you can't escape. Exactly what is being said is just wholeness saying it. What is being done is wholeness doing it. And there is peace, there's calmness, there's love there. Hearing this, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
I hear myself wanting to ask, so should we work to reduce the pain of others? Should we pray? Should we try to help them? And I can hear you saying, there's no one to pray. There's no one to help them. You will do what you find yourself doing.
Exactly. Yeah. Whatever comes up that you should do, whatever desire you have, that's how it's supposed to be done. And when it's done, it won't be that there's somebody who's doing it, or there's somebody whom God has spoken to do it. No, it's just God doing it. It's God thinking it. It's God doing it. It's God saying it. The feeling of giving up is God doing that. There's no somebody who's giving up.
Well,
There's
God
no
must
somebody
really hate itself because it's always fighting itself. The Russia God and the U.S. God are going to blow each other up with nuclear weapons.
Yeah, he loves to play a lot.
He plays rough. He plays
I
rough.
don't know. It's more like, if I can put it this way, it's more like he gets tired to see just himself as himself, and then he splits. He seems to split and become divided in the imagination. That's how this happens. Because when he realizes himself as just everything, it's done. This is nowhere to go. It's just, So he likes to squeeze in that one appearance or one, and become separate in an imagination, and sees himself and see the other. That's how he plays.
Yeah.
And he loves playing himself, trying to remember himself as if he has forgotten himself. What can we say? It's how it is.
Yeah.
He dreams himself in the journey, trying to understand and know himself. He dreams himself as an individual who's not yet there. That's a dream. It's nobody's dream. There's no me to dream. The dream doesn't belong to the me. It's not the me who's dreaming because there's no me. It's just wholeness. And wholeness recognizes that it's just a dream. I've never been a body. I've never been Charles. And that is recognized now. Even now, it is recognized. There's no path. This is immediate. This is effortless and obvious. There's no effort to do anything here because there's no doer. It's just this right here, right now. You're already there. There are no steps. It's a thought that says, I'm not yet there. It's a thought that says, maybe after this session, I will have to look at it again and watch it. No, that's just a thought right now. This is recognized by nothing right now. Doesn't require any thinking. It doesn't require any investigation. It doesn't require any deep meditation. This is right here, right now. Nothingness, everything. Not even a second is required. Not even zero.
I sure love you, Nkosi. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This will thank this.
Yeah. Always like that.
I've got a call. Oh, I've got a little more time. I've got 8 minutes. Did you get a new light?
New lights.
Yeah. There's a light on your face.
Oh yeah, yeah. These lights, I think I got them back in August. September, August, there, around there.
When you're talking and half your face is white and brown, this part here is brown. And your eyes are really intense. It looks it was like a painting. It was beautiful. Reminded me actually of a record that I had of it's this white and black painting that like you look at it one side it's a smiling face and you look at the other side it's a frowning face, and they somehow make it so that it all works out depending on. So anyway, beautiful. Almost like a yin and a yang of the Nkosi face.
Yeah, I know yin and yang. Yeah, the white one and the black color.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, you know, I think probably it's worse in America than in Africa, South Africa. But South Africa probably has it too, given the Western influence. But there's just a feeling, a pervasive feeling that you have to work on your problems. You got to work on your problems. What are your problems? And the way you get better think about those problems all the time. or else they're not gonna go away. If you don't think about your problems all the time, then they're not gonna go away. You got to plan how to solve your problems. You can think about that all the time, and more, and you feel that. Like sometimes, if I think about a problem, say, having enough money when I'm old, I'll think, man, I'm not thinking about that problem enough. I should think about that problem some more. And you can just imagine like it burning years of your life worrying about having enough money when you're old, right? It's like, okay, that's it, And it feels like a lot of, for me, a lot of this, my spiritual journey has been about having faith, not in God, but faith in this to take care of this. This always seems to take care of this, You do what's right in the moment. You follow your heart. This seems to take care of itself, right? I run a business. I could worry about money coming in. I've got employees to pay, I could worry about that all day, every day. There's enough to worry about all day, every day, just in that problem. In terms of who's going to pay and, all this stuff, money coming in and cash flow. Takes care of itself, So more and more, just dropping it immediately whenever any fear comes up. Not denying an emotion when it comes up, but not clinging to it, whether it's fear or desire. I want that record. It's a nice record, or whatever it is. More and more, I've just this perspective that you've stated is just inspires me not to cling, and that helps me see more clearly a lot of the time. See the beauty, appreciate the beauty. It all works out, I mean, like, I was, for much of this year, I was like, we're not going to have enough money for next year. Doesn't look like we're going to have enough money for next year. And then all of a sudden, some proposal came up and got a bunch of money for next year. So, yeah, there's some money for next year. It takes care of itself. I don't know how, but I don't have to worry about it, That takes a lot of faith. For one thing, most people would think that's absolutely fucking crazy. Right? Most people would not believe that. You say that to people, be like, you're crazy. You have to worry about it. If you don't worry about it, it's not going to work out.
Yeah. Life takes care of life. It's like that. Our life takes care of itself all the time. It doesn't matter even a thought may arise. It's you're not getting money. No. How are we gonna manage this year? That's just a thought. And it's momentary. It's just there and then it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And nobody owns it. Yeah. Just as I always say, be in your hearts. Don't be here all the time. Just be here. And that thought will be seen as nothing. The password to the whole of this, being responsible, being in trouble, people saying that you need to do this and that, is the me. The password is the me.
The password is the me?
Yeah.
I don't know
No,
what
the
that,
me, when it is believed to be real, then it seems as if everything You have a lot of problems that you need
Yes.
to solve. You have a lot of responsibility. But that's just a that's just an imagination. But when there's no belief that this is real, everything's light, it's peaceful. Nothing's
Yeah.
taken seriously.
It just takes care of itself.
Yeah.
Okay. I've got another call I need to go see.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Nice chat.
Yes. Okay, next week I'll be in New Orleans, but I think I'll be able to make it at the same time.
Or it's close by.
No, New Orleans. I'm in New Orleans. That's on the other side of the country. That's
Oh,
it's a very special city. Anyway,
oh yeah.
I'll talk to you next week.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.